Welcome back to the Inner Stillness channel. Today, I want to take you on a journey that could change the way you view life and yourself. Happiness. Have you ever wondered if true happiness only exists in grand moments? Or if it can be found in the small, simple instances of daily life? Take a moment to pause and reflect. You might realize that happiness has always been right here, in the little things you've overlooked. In this video, we'll listen to inspiring quotes from great masters like Dalai Lama, Albert Einstein, and Buddha, individuals who faced enormous challenges in life and still held steadfast to the belief in true happiness. Can their wisdom help guide you on your own path to happiness? Let's explore and reflect, because true happiness isn't something far away. It's a choice that each of us can embrace right here, right now. Happiness is a habit. This quote from Dalai Lama serves as a profound reminder that happiness is not something we wait for in the future, but a choice we make in the present moment. If you want to find happiness, you need to start with small, simple habits every day. We often dream of a bright future where we will have everything we want. But the truth is, happiness doesn't always come from big achievements. It can come from the small yet meaningful moments in life, like enjoying a delicious meal, savoring a quiet moment alone, or simply sharing joy in a friendly conversation. These moments are the building blocks of true happiness. Happiness isn't a destination we strive for, but a journey we live every day. When we change our habits, from negative thoughts to positive ones, we realize that happiness is not something far away, but something right around us. When we focus on the good, being grateful for what we have, happiness will naturally show up in our lives. If you begin to make it a habit to find joy in the simple things, happiness will become an integral part of your daily life. And when happiness becomes a habit, you won't just live a more fulfilled life, but you'll also help others feel the joy and peace within themselves. Choose happiness over worrying about the opinions of others. The quote, "If something makes you happy, don't worry about others' opinions," is an invaluable lesson. In life, we often lose our happiness simply because we're afraid of being judged or concerned about how others perceive us. We do things not because they fulfill us, but because we're seeking acceptance from society, from friends, or from our family. But does this acceptance truly bring happiness? True happiness comes when you live authentically, when you do what you truly love, rather than doing things just to please others. When you focus too much on what others think, you forget that only you truly understand yourself, and only you can bring happiness to yourself. Imagine this. If every day you live worrying about what others think of you, you will never fully experience the joy of doing what you truly love. You won't find happiness in the work you're passionate about, in relationships you truly value, or in hobbies that bring peace to your soul. Happiness doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from living truthfully and courageously following your own path. When you choose to live the way you want, without fear of judgment or criticism, you will find freedom and true happiness. Happiness comes from accepting yourself, from living according to your own values and dreams, instead of living for the expectations of others. Gratitude is the key to happiness. The quote, "Happiness is when you can see the good in everything," highlights that gratitude is the foundation for building happiness. Often, we forget that happiness doesn't always come from grand things, but from appreciating what we have, even during tough times. When we practice gratitude for what we have, we realize that happiness isn't something distant. In fact, every moment, every encounter, and every lesson learned from hardship holds value and brings happiness. Happiness doesn't only come from wealth or achieving great successes, it also comes from our ability to appreciate and value the simple things in life. A beautiful morning, a delicious meal, or close relationships are all moments worth cherishing. When we truly feel grateful for these things, we unlock the door to true happiness. Try taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, and you'll realize that life is not lacking but full of wonderful things. When you practice gratitude, you'll discover that happiness is always present, even in the most difficult situations. Happiness is not about having everything. The powerful quote, "Happiness is not about getting everything you want, but knowing how to enjoy everything you already have," reminds us that happiness is not something that comes once we have everything we desire. In reality, we often seek happiness in the things we don't have, forgetting that true happiness comes from appreciating what we already have in the present moment. We are often caught up in an endless race, achieving big goals, owning expensive things, or even living a perfect life according to societal standards. But do we really find happiness when we have all of those things? Or does happiness come from stopping and enjoying the simple things in life? Happiness is not the final destination, but a part of the journey we are on. When we are grateful for the small things, the simple moments like a beautiful morning, a joyful conversation, or a peaceful evening, we experience joy and fulfillment right now. It is that gratitude that helps us find happiness in what we already have, rather than constantly seeking it in what we lack. Remember, happiness doesn't come from having everything, but from how you perceive and enjoy what you already have. When you cherish this life, you will realize that happiness is always present, even in the simplest things. Happiness is the harmony between thoughts, words, and actions. The profound quote, "Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony," helps us understand that happiness is not just a fleeting emotion, but the deep connection between our mind, words, and actions. When your thoughts are positive, your actions are aligned with good goals, and your words reflect sincerity, you will experience peace and happiness in your life. When your thoughts, words, and actions are out of sync, you feel a sense of disharmony, as if part of you is lost. For example, when you think negatively but try to speak positively, or when your actions don't align with your true beliefs, you will feel tension in your mind and will struggle to find true happiness. True happiness comes when you live in harmony, when what you think, say, and do all reflect the truth about yourself. When you're not fighting with yourself, when you don't have to pretend, you will feel light and find contentment in life. This harmony creates a natural flow in your life, helping you find peace and happiness everywhere. Happiness is not just a passing emotion, but a lasting state. When everything in your life is in harmony and unity, when you live authentically and consistently, happiness will naturally come and remain with you in every moment of your life. Great figures have shown us that happiness is not a fixed goal, but an ongoing process. Dalai Lama once said, "Happiness is a habit," which means we need to practice happiness every day. Happiness isn't something you achieve and then leave behind. It's a choice you make daily through how you perceive life and the experiences you go through. Focusing on the positive, practicing gratitude, and living authentically are key elements in maintaining and nurturing happiness in life. An important part of practicing happiness is learning how to change our perspective. When we shift our viewpoint from negative to positive, we start to notice more opportunities and joy around us. Happiness isn't about having everything or achieving a final goal. It's about enjoying the present moment, appreciating what we have, and learning to cherish life. Albert Einstein also shared, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." This reminds us that in order to be happy, we need to learn how to accept the past without letting it hinder our progress in the future. No matter how painful or full of failure our past may be, we cannot change it, but we can learn from it and keep moving forward. Happiness comes when we're not bound by worries of what's already happened, but instead focus on the opportunities and good things that lie ahead in the present and future. Finally, I want you to remember that happiness is a journey, not a destination. Happiness is not something you achieve once you reach a particular goal, but a feeling you experience in every moment. If you can't find happiness in the small, simple moments, you won't be able to find it in the bigger goals. Live authentically, appreciate what you have, and be grateful for everything life gives you. Happiness isn't a destination, but the process you experience each day. I wish you all happiness, no matter what circumstances may come your way. Life isn't always easy, but when you approach everything with a grateful heart and an optimistic mind, happiness will always be by your side. If you feel that these quotes have inspired you to live happily, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below the video. Be sure to subscribe to the Inner Stillness channel so you don't miss out on more profound life philosophy videos from great figures. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.